Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We're going to be introducing you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Mystery Machines, and this is somebody who's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Tuber Chat for a very long time now. Actually, it's well beyond half a year. And on this channel, what you're going to find is a mix of cartoon and in real life hot rods and other classic cars. A lot of speed, a lot of smoke show, a lot of drifting, and other things that come along with that, including racing and things. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They've started putting out some shorts videos, which is great. These are starting to move, obviously, and then their videos also tend to be quite short. So when we're connecting here in Tuber Chat, we typically look for a video on each channel that's at least 3 minutes long. I don't think they have a 3-minute video on this channel. I've been through everything they've got, but the longest they have is a 2:46 here. So what I'll recommend is that everybody who's going to connect with Mystery Machines connect with this 2-minute 46 video and then take an extra video to put into a watch later list or another playlist to run after the stream, and that will help solidify your connection. But typically we're always looking for a video over 3 minutes. Very important that we watch from beginning to end, leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on as you see me do for all creators, and that should make the connection stick. I've got quite a few names on the wheel already. Scratch and PPA, of course, is in the pole position. He did his latest premiere in the Scratch Challenge series of videos just under 2 hours ago. Great Lakes Adventures is in the house for the very first time today, along with DJ Ron the Mechanic, but I've seen both of these channels before, so welcome to you both. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Just getting a few more names onto the wheel. Members get added as soon as we see them in the chat, but you do not have to be a member or contribute in a financial way to get onto the wheel or the screen. It's open to everyone. It takes a very long time, but we expect to be here for anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours. That's lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen, and during that time I will eventually add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over a period of time. So again, we're looking at Mystery Machines right now. I'm going to do some introductions in a moment. M&T Living and Cooking is being added to the wheel right now. I just added Mama 4 Boys and Swoop Like Me, but first in the door was Home Bartending with John, and I am Betty J. Gathers. Butler Family Farm is also here with Corrine's Life, who's here as a member and a moderator, actually, and then Yellow Shirt Dad and Little Ridge Farm. We're also early with Tracy and Phoebe from Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. Coastal Water is in the house with Canadian Family Life. Woman Outdoors has crossed their 4,000 watch hours, and we're waiting on monetization word from LB. Baron is in the house. Swoop Like Me is on the wheel. Mama 4 Boys is there. And let's see who else is in the chat with us. Hopefully I haven't missed any of our members, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. 345 Barry originally came to us from our dear friend Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. Destination Fun is in the house. They're here every day now. DJ Ron the Mechanic, again, I've seen that channel with Great Lakes Adventures out supporting others. Eddie Gannon might be here for the first time. I think they were actually here the other day. Forgive me for being mistaken about that, but hopefully you're feeling welcome also. Clock Family Adventures, it's good to see you back. Motor City Scratchers is a longtime friend. Our new land is in the house. Patrick Hollett is here and early, so thank you for that. Chanster Travels is also in the house with the Life of Sweet Angel Christina. And Vermont Pain and Phono, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I actually caught them for a stream earlier this morning. Ocean to Ocean Travel is here. Just Jason Keto is about to be added into our Wheel of Doom. And there is Anthony from Unidentified S4. And we'll get to spinning the wheel in a moment. And, oh, pardon me, I lost. Yes, Just Jason Keto is here. Just Jason Keto is here almost every day, too. And I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here every single day or for, 2.5 hours every time we stream. Dixie Cuddle Fitness, good to see you here. They were actually running a premiere earlier today as well. Pardon me just for 1 second. I'll be right back, and then we'll get to spinning the wheel. I'll get Lisa J. Stocks on the wheel. And again, we're looking at Mystery Machines. So we feature a different channel every single day on TuberChat based on impact and generosity that I have seen within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. And we do that so that you can literally meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. She Stole My Thunder is a fellow Canadian. I see them in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel in a quick second because they also happen to be a member. And Just Jason Keto, look at that. You're up right now. Dark Vapes Chef PS5, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Wayne's World Unlimited, good to see you here as well. Again, for anybody that's brand new to TuberChat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. Our instructions are always in our video description. Patrick Hollett, so memberships are a monthly financial contribution. So it's similar to something like Patreon, where what will happen with different YouTube channels is they'll offer memberships at sometimes different levels and different prices, and along with those different levels and prices will come different benefits, and you have to read carefully the benefits that are expected to be delivered by each creator. And then when we're all thinking about monetization, one of the things you want to consider is what are you going to do down the road when you have 10 or 20 or 50 or eventually 100 members, or maybe even more, because it's very easy to think about what you might offer as benefits now before starting memberships or early in the game, but a couple of years from now it might be a different story, and it's very difficult and can be detrimental to change things once you've got them set up. So it's a thought, but eventually hopefully I'll do some more talk about memberships, and I've monetized 5 channels now. Most of them are not my own, but we've got a bit of experience when it comes to that, and I can let everybody know what we think about that. Multi-Hunter247, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And forgive me for anything I've missed in the chat. If anybody mentioned something like a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Just Jason Keto is somebody who is going to help us make sense of a keto diet and the things we need to do to accurately fall within those parameters, because there's a lot of products out there in grocery stores and health food stores and things like that that will say keto on them, but you still have to understand the different ingredients, the different elements, and the things that will actually keep you in ketosis when you're involved in a keto-based diet. So Just Jason Keto is going to help us with that. He's going to help us talking about eating real food, lifting heavy things, and getting some extra value out of a lot of the things that we might incorporate into our keto diet as well. So there are also live streams, a lot of conversation on this channel, and he has a lot of special guests that come up. I hope I can catch you for one of these. I guess it's been a couple weeks, but hopefully he'll do another live stream soon. The shorts are starting to really move into the thousands of views as well. One of these has popped well over 20,000 views, which is great. I'm just going to take your latest video though and put this into my catch-up list. This is something I'll watch but never try. I'm not a hot sauce fanatic. I love the taste of Frank's Red Hot, and in Canada I don't think we have the mild one yet. I've seen it. I don't know if there's just mild wing sauce or if there's actually a Frank's Hot Mild. I know it goes like against the idea of Frank's Red Hot in the first place, but I do love the taste, but I don't eat a lot of hot stuff. Some people don't, right? And then, pardon me, so Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is just asking a quick question. Why don't the analytics show people who watches from some countries? I believe that it does in almost every case. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll open a window in the background here. I'll see if I can find it, and then I'll pull it up quickly for you. But they do absolutely show you where you're... Yeah, I don't know how accurate it actually is, but they do show you where your viewers are coming from. Unless you mean individual viewers. I'm just looking for it now. But Just Jason Keto has got a lot for us to learn. Not only from himself, but like I said, from a lot of panelists that will come on as well. For instance, Alan's Awesome Keto World is a friend of Superchat as well. And he'll introduce us to a lot of different creators. We know Keto Mama Michelle there. And like I said, one of the things I find most compelling about... Just Jason Keto's channel is the fact that he'll help us get more value out of some of the products that are out there. So forgive me, Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, if I'm showing the wrong thing here. But when we look here on the audience tab, you're going to find top geographies. So for Tuber Chat, it's by a landslide United States, but we would have expected that. I happen to be in Canada. The United Kingdom makes up a lot of our audience, but you can also change the thing here to let you look over, let's say, the last year instead of the last 90 days or 28 days. So all of a sudden you notice that in the last year, Australia is number 4 for us. Jamaica is number 5. They always have been, actually, but things will fluctuate as time goes on, right? So I just wanted to show you that quickly. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and that is in the audience, the audience tab of your analytics. It may not be able to be seen as easily on a phone, and you'll have to forgive me. There's Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning coming up right now. I don't use the phone nearly as much as a lot of people probably do, because half of my full-time job is being on a computer. So I am literally on a computer almost 16 hours a day, right? Or, in some kind of a roundabout sort of way. But with the phone, there might be different aspects to the analytics that they're showing. The Bud Files is here. Good to see you in the house. I'm going to put you onto the wheel. Dark Vapes, thank you for asking. We don't do a lot of link drops here. The reason why is because it really helps everybody to search, find, and click on them. There's a couple reasons why, but that's one of them. When we have gold members, you can imagine the obvious benefit to it, but we do have those links dropped automatically every 30 minutes, and then when there's things like memberships and super chats, a link is dropped by one of the robots. But typically, we're all doing a great service for each other when we search, find, and click on each other's channels, because you can imagine that the hardest channels to find are the ones that need our help the most. As hundreds of people are searching, finding, and clicking on your name, you will rise up the search results, and then eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for that particular Dark Vapes or any other channel like Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, who's up here right now. Odom's Homestead, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They're a longtime friend, and they are always out supporting other creators as well. I run into them constantly when I'm trying to do the same thing. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Phyllis Brown is here. I'm going to get them onto the wheel as well. And like I said, after a long period of time, it'll probably be a couple hours today by the look of it, but I will get to adding a few names to the wheel from the chat based on who's been most active. The hint for that is true conversation is what moves you up the wheel faster than anything else. Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is here. They just asked that question, so thank you for mentioning that, because it's a great opportunity for me to talk about geographies of your viewers, because you might target your content based on that once you see who's actually watching after you've got a bit of traffic on your channel. Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is Tracy and Phoebe together. You see Phoebe in a couple of these thumbnails. There's Tracy right there. These creators have been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters to Superchat for a long time now. Now, they bring beauty in a lot of different ways. And Cole Waltz, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. I also saw Allie's Crafts Pursuits, another longtime friend as well. And Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning will bring beauty in many different ways. First of all, shorts. Putting a lot of focus on shorts lately, but you see these have gotten into the thousands of views. Good job on that. And then they do some live streaming. They have in the past. Hopefully they'll pick that back up, but we'll see. They also do a lot of hauls, unboxings, get ready with me type videos, and they will give you lists of products, both that they enjoy and ones that they want you to avoid. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. I'm sure you will, and especially the support that comes back from Tracy and Phoebe on Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. Good to see you in the house. And She Stole My Thunder is a fellow Canadian. They happen to be up on the wheel or up on the screen right now. I had them on the wheel because they happen to be a member, of course. Now, She Stole My Thunder tells us on their banner that they review books, art, and movies. And this creator actually does a lot more, including that. So I'm just going to take one of their latest videos, though. They've just put up a brand new video. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. And then as well, I've got a notification on for a premiere that's coming up, and what we're doing is recommending that everybody puts on notifications for all premieres and live streams. The reason why is because whether you can make it or not, it sends a signal of interest into the algorithm in advance, if that makes sense. And then Rock Chick Beauty, good to see you in the house. And She Stole My Thunder is approaching 1,500 subscribers. Now, you're going to see some shout-out videos for other creators here on She Stole My Thunder. They are out supporting others constantly. They've got this is going to be an interesting video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list because Bill C11 is a very important thing when it comes to our YouTube content. They also did a live stream recently where they show us how to make a thumbnail with Canva, which is a very popular program and app. So a lot of resource here on She Stole My Thunder, as well as a chance to be educated. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. You'll have to pardon me for a second. I'm going to go for 3 minutes. We're going to come back, and then we'll spin the wheel. Okay, hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. The Artist 444 is in the house. The Gathering Within is here. And I saw Dude Classic come in as well. So thank you all for being here. And for anybody that's brand new again, hopefully you're feeling welcome. And our instructions are always in our video description so that you can get the most out of Tuber Chat. I'm going to spin the wheel now. And Woman Outdoors actually has some news because they've just hit their 4,000 hours of watch time. So thank you to the Stock Explorer for letting us know that. There's James Gipe. He's been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. He actually has been doing a similar type of growth stream where you're able to meet more friends and family members long since before Tuber Chat even started. So it's been 3 years of friendship with James Gipe. Hopefully everybody will connect with him if you haven't already. Woman Outdoors is coming up right now. This is a channel that I featured. It's many months ago now, but I really like talking about the channel because they're in the Erie, Pennsylvania area. And what that means is that they get to show us all 4 seasons during their outdoor content. So they've started to get into a few product reviews and things like that lately, but what you're going to find most often on this channel is outdoor camping, cooking, fishing, bushcraft, and other outdoor activities like hiking, sometimes even a live stream with a conversation to be had. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Woman Outdoors. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Tuber Chat for quite some time. They're now approaching 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone as well. I'm just going to look at their shorts that they've got going on, and you see that these are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. Live streams, I've got a notification on. Hopefully I'll catch this one. That'll be on Thursday morning. I happen to be in the Eastern time zone, close to Niagara Falls actually, so only a few hours away from Woman Outdoors. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and we'll be waiting on monetization word from them. Hopefully they'll do a monetization celebration, and if we can, we'll arrange with them that we can go in there and raid on a weekend afternoon. The Bud Files is coming up right now, and these are modern day archaeologists. They seek to uncover history and digitally preserve it on their channel. We'll have a look at what they've got going on right now. Pardon me just for one more second here. Pardon me for that. Makeup Mom and Son is in the house as a member and a moderator. She's actually a gold member, so her link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. As well, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up whenever I'm on a phone. Mike and Rheanna Family Vlogs. Oh, forgive me. I didn't see you come in. I walked away for a second there. When I went on break. Andy's Journeys, my dear goodness, thank you for an extremely generous super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel will be the next one that we look at, and they've actually done that before. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel right after. But thank you for that, and for the kind words as well. So the Bud Files is here, and like I said, modern day archaeologists. They'll take us to some interesting places like ghost towns, graveyards, cemeteries, other abandoned places for explorations. I'm just going to grab their latest video and put it in my catch-up list. That's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. They can be a great tool for that. We'll talk about that in a second. When we get into their shorts videos, we're going to see that these have started popping into the thousands of views, and this one here is 15,000, which is great. Hopefully that continues as well. Live streams, they stream frequently, and you can catch them outdoors or indoors, sometimes even singing or playing a game, which is cool, and I've caught them many times. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And the Bud Files are out literally. They're here with us every day, and they're out supporting other creators all the time as well. Living Histories Mysteries, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Right before we talk about Andy's Journey's content, I just want to mention those playlists. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Andy's Journeys is somebody we're still getting to know when it comes to content. They've just been with Superchat for a few months now, but obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They dropped a super chat, and they've done that before, so we put their channel up right away, and then, like I said, members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But of course, the wheel and the screen are open to everybody here, and after a little while longer, probably an hour to an hour and a half, I will start adding some names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active in conversation. So Andy's Journeys has a new video for us to watch. I'm just going to take this Cooper's Furnace and Allatoona Dam. Sorry, yeah, that's right, Allatoona Dam, if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm just going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me something to catch up with. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here is that over time I get to know the channels, and then over weeks and months by watching videos and hanging out in live streams, I get to know the content. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I enjoy getting to know creators in that way as well. And I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. My flock is everywhere, and Aaron P. are both in the house. They're members, so I'm just going to add them onto the wheel quickly, both. And then I saw Sean Cody come in, so thank you for being here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then Andy's Journeys is going to let us know on their About page what they're intending to do. They're in Chattanooga, Tennessee, but they try to film everywhere that they go. They want to bring us tourist places, old history, and hidden places. So lots of variety here. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that, and they've got an intro to their channel right on the front page. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that as well. And then Paul's Green Space, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I do appreciate every moment everybody can be here, whether you're working or coming by quickly just to give a thumbs up or say hello or run in the stream in the background. I know we've got some friends that do that as well. King Coolman, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And thank you for the thumbs up. Scratch and Pete PA is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family and one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my almost 6 years on YouTube now. And he ran a premiere earlier today. You can see just 2 hours ago was today's edition of the Scratch Challenge series of videos. What Scratch and PPA is doing is pitting lottery tickets against each other to see what we will vote on when we follow him on, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, of course, and then seeing if it's possible over a long period of time, now well over 2 years, to profit in any way by looking for hopefully big wins on these lottery tickets. So I don't want to spoil too much with my nonsense talking about the content here, but if you can join Scratch and PPA for one of his Tuesday premieres, you're going to be in for a couple of treats. First of all, there's a very engaged community over there. Secondly, it's one of the fastest rolling chats you'll see in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. He rivals those of Hilda DC or the Garden State Gardener or the Stock Explorer. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Scratch and PPA, because that is very fast-paced, high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. As well, when we vote on the content of next week's video with Scratch and PPA on the other social networks, it sets his series apart by having that as an interactive feature, and it makes that a lot of fun to be a part of as well. So like I said, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, you can vote for the content of next week's video. And he's been at it with perfect consistency for well over 2 years now, putting out his premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. And then as well, you'll notice that presentation has always been at the forefront of his mind because of the bright, beautiful avatar that matches each week's thumbnail, which is also matched by an updated banner. And he looks after that every week as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him and maybe even take inspiration from the way he uses the outside social networks to bring in interactivity into his video series. Plus, like I said, his video editing skills have been complimented for well over 2 years since his very first video. So he's approaching 1,600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can move him a little bit farther, and he is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator, of course. I was just about to spin the wheel, but I'm actually going to put the Gathering Within up on the screen first. This is another fellow Canadian, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. What they typically bring us is pleasing visuals and audio in relaxing content, but with positive affirmations throughout as well. So this is something I've always described as a channel where you could possibly either run in the background while you're working or doing other things, or sit and watch and relax, or even put a playlist on and have that run. The Gathering Within is another creator who's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in the Superchat family for a very long time. And thank you again for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that many times before. TCPA Buster, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then the Gathering Within is now halfway on the road to 1,400. We always say that somebody is on the road when they pass a 100 milestone. So as soon as they got to 1,300, they're on the road to 14, but they're already halfway there now. Which is very cool. So Wayne's World Unlimited, I have a personal channel, and then we have a copyright-free music channel. So all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. The link for that will be dropped occasionally, but you'll also find it on our homepage. And as a hint, for the Tuber Chat family, all of the songs, or most of them, if I ever get them updated, most of the songs there have MP3 download links, so you can just get the music for free. But it is published legitimately on all major platforms like Spotify, Amazon, Apple, and YouTube Music, of course, and everywhere else. So, next up, we spun the wheel. We're going to get to Makeup Mom and Son. She's here as a moderator and a gold member, so we see her channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Makeup Mom and Son started with makeup and beauty, doing things like hauls, product reviews, and get ready with me type videos. A lot of live streaming, including a lot of interviews. I've been interviewed by her as well. I think I was the first or among the first. She'll introduce you to a lot of other creators as well. What the Flock, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then Makeup Mom and Son is monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when you get there. I'm just going to grab another video from her. This is interesting. When I see Colonel Crate, now I haven't seen that before, so we're going to be introduced to this from Makeup Mom and Son, or at least I am. But I love monthly subscription boxes of all kinds. And Makeup Mom and Son brings us a lot of them in between her other beauty and other types of unboxings and taste test product reviews and challenges. Now, she is always thinking about how to bring new content to her audience. So for those people who know Makeup Mom and Son for a lot of monthly subscription boxes like FabFitFun or BoxyCharm or things like that, she's always thinking about new things that she can bring to the audience. So there'll always be new stuff here, and she has been a dear friend for a very long time. She'll constantly have people on her StreamYard panels, and she'll join other people on their panels as well. Now, if I remember the story right, because it's probably a year and a half ago that Makeup Mom and Son did her very first live stream, but I believe it went on for 4 hours, and she was rated 3 times that day. So that kind of shows you how much she's been supporting creators all of this time, to have that much support coming back to her right from the beginning. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the support that comes from her. I know you will. And all of the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have their own channels. They all do different things, but one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you join them for premieres or live streams on their channels, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here. So Makeup Mom and Son is now on the road to 1900. I'm hoping we can get her a little bit farther, and we will spin the wheel again. So thank you one more time, Andy's Journeys and The Gathering Within, for those super chats. I really do appreciate those. I should have noticed, but Andy's Journeys actually took over as our stream boss as well. That's the video game life meter you see under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss, and the last person to knock them out and take over gets some extra exposure for a little while. So that'll be Andy's Journeys for a while today. So Mike and Rheanna Family Vlogs is up right now. Actually, I think I was on, was it Canadian Family Life this morning? Is it Tiffany? Am I getting that right? I usually don't ask because I want to make sure I'm right. I think I'm right though. I was on her live stream earlier this morning, and I think she even mentioned Mike and Rheanna Family Vlogs by name, having been very supportive to them. Now, Mike and Rheanna Family Vlogs has a family vlogging channel, right? And this is a popular niche for YouTube, of course, right? Vlogging style, but of course family vlogs, family channels. We have a lot in the Superchat family. Now, these creators are very aggressive about looking at things like analytics, constantly updating things like titles, descriptions, tags, hashtags, thumbnails, looking for angles to try to make everything move faster, and then they share that knowledge with other creators as well, not to mention swapping playlists, which is great. Now, they've got some shorts videos. Let's see how these are doing. These have gotten into the thousands of views, so that's likely going to continue. They stream frequently. I've been lucky to catch them quite a few times, and then as well, videos they put out very frequently as well. So I've just taken the latest one, put it in my catch-up list. That's a special playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Mike and Rheanna Family Vlogs. They're on the road now to 1,300 subscribers, and I know they'll be interested in swapping playlists. They've been doing that for a long time now. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm. And then yeah, hopefully you're staying safe and dry, and that will not be damaging. Sean Cody. I Am Betty J Gathers is up right now, and she was actually early in the door again today. I Am Betty J Gathers is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. She will talk to us about healthy eating, healthy living, and living our best life, particularly over 60, although to be honest with you, her content is appropriate for everybody. And she will allow you to meet more friends and family members when you're over there. She is literally responsible for us here in Tuber Chat gaining hundreds of thumbs up because of her energetic and friendly reminders. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Sometimes you get into a premiere or a live stream, get captivated by the conversation or the content. Of course, it's easy on I Am Betty J Gathers channel, saying hello to everybody and things like that, and forget that thumbs up. But That's why we remind each other. Maria Atrude Sifton, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I wonder if Anthony from Unidentified S4 might be keeping tabs as well. I'm just calling you out in the chat as a thought, because I am probably losing a bet right this second. I was considering the idea of moving Superchat again a little bit later, just so that I could catch the activity and see. But if what was supposed to happen with Trump happened today, then I officially lost a bet. I'm the kind of person who always says I bet, but I never actually bet. I say, I'll bet you this, and then as soon as somebody says, okay, shake on it, I'm like, no. But this time I bet. And I'm going to lose that bet right now. And luckily some friends are covering it. Tommy Temper is a channel that's been here in Tuber Chat. He's a friend on my personal channel, actually. Another fellow Canadian, actually. He'll be covering it. And then thank you, Eddie, for the share. Now, I Am Betty J Gathers has got some shorts happening here that are starting to get well over 1,000 views, even into the 2,000, and that will probably continue. Lots of live streams. I haven't caught her for a few days, so at least a week, but hopefully I'll catch her again for one coming up. And she's got a couple of premieres coming up as well, and I've got notifications on for these. She tends to set a lot of these in advance, which is a really good thing to do. First of all, for the algorithm, but it can really help your audience starting out. Your beginning of your premiere will likely have a handful of people in and waiting right away. And then thank you, Unidentified S4. I was waiting to see if there was going to be some kind of a last minute maneuver that was going to be pulled to prevent it, but I guess not in this case. And the truth of the matter is, it doesn't make a difference what side I'm on, what I wish or don't wish. The bet was simply that it would not happen ever, but I made that bet 2 years ago, so I'm kind of amazed. I'll be happy to pay. And luckily it's in Canadian funds, so I bet $100 on that, and it's really only going to work out to 70 something US dollars, so it's not gonna hurt too terribly. Coastal Water is in the house, but thank you for that, Unidentified S4. Jose Fantasticville, good to see you here. And the Sand Van is in the house, along with Imelda Salo Show. I'm going to put you on the wheel right now. They happen to be members. The Sand Van. And we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. You know, I don't want to recommend to anybody to go out and chase that kind of political charged content if you don't already do it. I have done it. I experienced explosive growth, as a lot of people typically do. A lot of friends had channels that just literally exploded. But the bulk of the people, the 90% that chase the news, for instance, don't come back to watch the rest of the content. So it's something to be wary of. But we did see somebody down there. Guy's got about 6,000 subscribers. That he's not part of Superchat's family or anything like that. Just somebody else was restreaming. But he had 1,600 in the chat or something like that. And it's really interesting, or watching. And it's interesting to see when some of this politically charged content can draw in huge crowds like that, and you can have a lot of views on your channel. But you have to be very deliberate if you're going to chase any of that, because like I said, it doesn't necessarily result in a lot of people returning. You know what I mean? If you're a cooking channel or a product review channel or a lottery ticket scratching channel or whatever else, and you go out and follow whatever's happening with Trump for the week, the followers of that news won't necessarily come back for the rest of your content. So it's just a thought more than anything else. But we learn as we go, right? Coastal Water's up here right now, and this is a creator that brings us both indoors and outdoors. A lot of ride-along live streams, as a matter of fact. There's Garden State Gardener, host of Sunday Funday. We talked about their rapid pace live chat earlier. Babs, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Coastal Water, oh, now they've got some StreamYard panels too here. But you see a lot of these ride-along live streams. Now, Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman are a couple of creators I like talking about together. He's a first responder, but this is a couple, and they each have their own channels, but they support each other wholeheartedly, and I'm really a big fan of that. I'm really, like, happy to see that all the time. And before I look at Backlash Fisherman's channel, I just want to see what's happening with Coastal Water Shorts here. Now, she'll bring us indoors for some delicious looking recipes and cooking videos and things like that. Sometimes outdoors for random content as well, and that includes in the videos. But then as well, when we get into the live streams, a lot of ride-alongs. Car confession is what she calls these, but it can be just going about her day or a conversation to be had with the chat. She's always keeping engaged with the chat while she's doing that. Backlash Fisherman brings us a similar variety and content, especially with the live streams, more ride-alongs. And at some point there's Coastal Water there. You'll see them together. So I'm always happy to see in real life friends and family, whether they're, you know, a married couple or otherwise, supporting each other in this way. I just think it's a heartwarming thing, right? And then Backlash Fisherman also hosts Hobby Hangout, where he often has StreamYard panelists come up with him as well. He's got some shorts, and this channel is actually Fishing First. And he's bringing us a handful of different types of fishing, and the conversation can go just about anywhere after it starts. But hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to both of these creators. So that's Backlash Fisherman and Coastal Water. And Backlash Fisherman is now monetized and on the road towards 1,500 subscribers. Gail Southern Living, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I did see that Garden State Gardener just dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. He's done that countless times. For that reason, we'll put his channel up on the screen right away, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. Cars, Collectibles, and Stuff, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Ben Cyan Games is also here, so thank you for being here. Let me get Ben Cyan Games onto the wheel, as they happen to be a member. And right away on Garden State Gardener, today you're going to see Joe right there, always in a good mood, as you can expect. Songbits Laura, let me get you on the wheel as well. Belt Loop 29, thank you for coming in. I caught them on a live stream again the other day. They're always helping people with their channels also. Pardon me, Songbits Laura is getting added to the wheel. And then Garden State Gardener, what I mentioned about this creator is that they host a very popular Sunday night live stream. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so it's Sunday night for me at 7 p.m., which is it's called Sunday Fun Day. Now, look at the wheel. He uses the same wheel, I think. Oh, actually, this might be different. I'm not sure if... is that the same wheel? Yes, it is. From wheelofnames.com is where we get this wheel. It's just a free website. Anybody can use it. I'll never remember where I actually saw it the first time, but we see tons of people using this. But look at how full that wheel gets. That gives you an idea of how many people participate in the Sunday Fun Day live streams. So he does giveaways there. It's a good time. He often has StreamYard panelists join him as well, but that's just one thing that he does on this channel. Garden State Gardener comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, so I always group in a lot of these niches together, but whether it's ranching, farming, gardening, bushcraft, camping, outdoor, even fishing channels, I often put in there. A lot of preparedness channels, prepping channels, and self-sufficiency and things like that. Now, Garden State Gardener has probably done more shout-out videos than anybody I've seen, at least in the Tuber Chat family, but maybe on all of YouTube. He loves promoting others and has always been an advocate for that, but he also has done a handful of shout out videos for Tuber Chat, but he is somebody who can make you feel like you're a part of his community, a community that spans far beyond his own channel or Joe himself, but at the same time you know that it's anchored by him, and he fuses friendships together, for which I'm grateful, because you know I've gotten to know other creators because of the way that Garden State Gardener has introduced people to each other, if that makes sense. So this creator is monetized, of course, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And like I said, Sunday Fun Day is something we look forward to every week. I try to make it as often as I can. I've caught him many times. But thank you again for another super chat, Garden State Gardener. I really do appreciate the extra generous support. And like I say, he's done that many times before. Dutchfly61 is going to get added to the wheel in a moment. Ben Cyan Games is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And after a little while, probably a long while, we'll get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list again. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Motor City Scratchers, good to see you here. And Jeremy D-Day has been a friend since the beginning of Tuber Chat. Now, I can almost officially say 3 years ago. I actually started building up the friends on the channel before we ever live streamed around February 3 years ago. But we did our first live stream on April 30th. If I remember right, and we did that as a test stream, and then we started streaming in May, so it's almost officially 3 years now of Tuber Chat. Jeremy D-Day's been there the whole time. So Ben Cyan Games is another creator who's here with us frequently, almost every day, and they will bring us a lot of video gameplay, but they've started expanding their content as well. During the month of March, they did a Mega March Marathon where they were streaming for about 12 hours every single day, somewhere thereabouts. They've got some shorts videos as well, and we see that some of these are starting to move into the thousands of views. One has really just exploded, over 360,000 views, which is great. Hopefully that continues. We'll expect some more videos from this creator. That can be gameplay, talking head videos, or other random content. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Ben Cyan Games. And if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat. Connect and grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Aaron P is coming up on the screen right now, and I'm just going to get Foxy's friends onto the wheel because they happen to be a member. You'll take Aaron P's place. Now, Aaron P's actually been with us a long time. Let me just grab your latest video. I see you've been posting frequently again, multiple times today. Or yesterday. Let me put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. That's just a fun name that we use for a playlist that I keep caught up with creators with. Aaron P has 224 subscribers now. He's bringing us a variety in different gameplay, as we can see. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And you see a lot of gameplay in the live streams, and even a talking head video. A talking head video here. It looks like a couple of reactions also. So that's pretty cool. When we get into the shorts videos, we see that this creator is starting to crack over 1,000 views. Hopefully that continues as well. And Aaron P, like I said, has been a loyal and dedicated supporter for a long period of time. Purple Tube, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, we're already over 70, so thank you everyone for that. But thumbs up really do help, so I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And Butler Family Farm is up right now. They're here with us every day as well, especially lately. They've cracked their 1,000 subscribers and are now well on the road towards 1,100. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. From Ireland, we see Unstable TV. And they have 2 channels, including a brand new shorts channel as well. Unstable TV is well over 20,000 subscribers now. They've experienced fantastic growth over the last year. Cricket 208, good to see you here. Butler Family Farm is going to bring us 116 acres of homesteading activities. They have cattle, goats, donkeys, a couple of horses and llamas, along with chickens, and 4 dogs and 4 cats as well, so a good handful actually. On top of the farming activities that they're going to bring us in their content, they'll also take us bowling, woodworking, quilting, blacksmithing, and gaming, as well as they'll bring us with them whenever they travel. Also, Connection of Lives and Interest 2020 is another longtime friend, well overdue, but I'm going to feature that channel within the next few days. Actually, the next few live streams are already set in advance, so hopefully everybody always has the notification bell on so that you don't miss the Tuber Chat live streams if you can make them. But I try to post them in advance by at least a few days so that you can plan if you need to. I try not to move them after they've set, or after we've decided on a time. I try. Phyllis Brown is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on their channel also. And Phyllis Brown has been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. They're at 1,600 subscribers, and actually they've got that locked in now, so it looks like they're on the road to 1,700. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well. Phyllis Brown is going to, let me read their about page. They're here having fun, meeting new creators, sharing their passion for inspiring and motivating others. They recently changed that up, but they want to inspire us and motivate us. Let me just look at the shorts videos before I get into their typical content. So these are getting well over 1,000 views now, and it looks like if that continues, they're going to start popping over 2,000 as well, which is great. Once in a while, they do live streams as well. It looks like those are something they might start doing weekly again. And then videos are something they typically put out at least once a week. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that, and you get more delicious looking content in the midst of the inspiration and motivation on this channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Phyllis Brown. I'm sure that you will. Swoop Like Me is coming up right now because they just dropped a super chat on us again. Oh, I see. Andy's Journeys. Yeah, cell signal's always a tough thing when it comes to outdoor streaming. I've been through just about everything I think a person can go through, from the phone freezing to overheating to losing signal multiple times in a row. And one time I even did a live stream where I accidentally left the portrait lock on the iPhone, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out what was going on. I never did figure it out until the end of the stream. But I started streaming, you can imagine the whole thing was sideways, and all you hear is me at the beginning going, oh no. And I had to walk around, and therefore my gimbal didn't work, so the whole video is shaky and terrible and awful and everything else. But cell signal is something that can be a problem also. I have gotten into actually having 2 phones and actually getting an extra internet package for one of them just for the purpose of streaming, actually. I'm in popular areas, usually around Toronto or Niagara Falls, so we have great signal almost everywhere now. Wasn't that way when I started five or 6 years ago, but it's gotten much better. Swoop Like Me is up right now. This is another longtime friend. Swoop Like Me, I'm having trouble even remembering how long we've actually been friends. I know it's over, I'm sure it's over 2 years, but I think it might even be over 3 by now. And the reason why I put so much focus on that when I talk about creators is just for you to understand the kind of support you can expect back. You can literally see the future in the stories that I either tell here or you hear others tell about people who've been supporting them literally for years. We're way beyond weeks and months now, into years of friendship on YouTube. And, you know, friendship is the #1 thing that everybody says is their favorite part of their YouTube journey, which is great. Now, Swoop Like Me will always have a very engaged conversation going on in their chat. You see the motorcycle in their avatar, but they're actually a truck driver as well, and they bring us for ride-along live streams. I'm just looking at their shorts here because I haven't, I don't watch a lot of shorts. I usually don't use the phone, I use the computer, so I don't see as many shorts as you might expect that I would, but these are starting to really pop into the thousands of views, which is great. And then lots of times I catch Swoop Like Me for ride along live streams. I'm just looking for one of them here. I'm trying to catch you for I don't know when the last time was that I caught you for a ride along. I thought it was not too long ago, but maybe it's longer than I think. And then I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. This is a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. That's an unboxing video, but you can see that Swoop Like Me now has over 1,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,800 that they're thinking about. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We'll go for 3 minutes, and let me spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. Canadian Family Life was talking about that in their live stream today. It's beneficial. They understand why I take these breaks, because it helps the voice. I used to not be able to go beyond 2.5 hours with these streams, but now that we've been extending to 3 hours more days than not, we need to just make sure that the voice keeps going. But I also split things up to every other day. Next month, my work schedule is going to change, but we'll see what we can do about that. We expect to still be here 3 or 4 times a week. Unstable TV is coming up in 3 minutes. Alright, we're back and looking at Unstable TV, who come to us from Ireland, and these creators have actually been with us for a long time. This is a wonderful story for anybody to be able to have witnessed or even hear afterwards, but we've literally watched Unstable TV grow to over 20,000 subscribers based on their own obvious love of what they're doing, the chemistry between these creators, but their ideas of literally digging and making sure that they find the right type of content for them. So I just want to show you something. With a channel of 20,000 subscribers, you can see that the view counts are kind of all over the place, and that shows you that this is authentic, right? Not every single video pops, but when I show you the popular ones, you're going to hopefully be inspired. But you see, like, most of their videos are going to get into the hundreds of views no matter what they do now anyway, right? But once in a while, we see a couple that don't fly, and then often we see one like this. 12 hours ago, they dropped a video with 4,700 views and climbing. Now, they're monetized, of course. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Now, they really hooked into a great formula for themselves. They've gotten into a few shorts videos, but they actually started a separate channel to experiment, pardon me, with that. When I look at their popular videos, look at some of these, many of them in the realm of about 100,000 views, pardon me, and 3 of them have passed. One at almost 200,000 views, and one of them well over 200 now. But you can see the view counts on these. They've got tons and tons and tons of videos in the tens of thousands of views. But you can see that these are dynamic creators. You can see the fun that they have together just in the thumbnails, let alone getting into the videos. So they've been dear friends to Superchat for a long time. Generous creators as well. They are willing to share their knowledge and experience with others. Look at how much content they've put out. 800 videos, my dear goodness. So it's no surprise that they're really just killing it now. I'm just going to take this latest video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list so that I can catch up with that. And I'm going to show you their second channel, Unstable TV Shorts. This is where we get to see them experiment now with shorts videos. And when I hit these and click on the popular tab, you're going to see that these are starting to pop into the thousands of views, getting over 10,000 now, and that's likely going to continue. So they got 343 subscribers over here. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 they're thinking about there. Together we travel. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I know you've been here for a few minutes. Forgive me for not saying hello earlier. And Dutchfly61, I did get you on the wheel as soon as I saw you in the house. So let's spin and we'll get another channel up on the screen. I didn't realize Swoop Like Me. Did I miss that? Oh, Swoop Like Me, forgive me. Yes, okay, your super chat actually had you take over the stream boss position, and that is the video game life meter that you see under my camera there, which is full right now. And every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock it out takes over and gets some extra exposure for a while. So that will be Swoop Like Me. And Canadian Family Life, I was on her live stream earlier today, and I'm quite sure this is Tiffany. Yes, Tiffany, from New Brunswick, Canada. And I caught her mentioning that earlier today. I probably know a lot more first names than I mention here in Superchat because I describe everybody by their full channel name, but I always want to be 100% sure before I say something. It's always embarrassing to be mistaken when you get somebody's name wrong, right? Hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat, meeting new friends and family members. I hope I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So Canadian Family Life's done their second live stream today, and I'm hoping that I'll catch them for the next one. Let me see the shorts videos for a quick second here, because I'm putting a lot of focus on these. I've got an experiment coming up. I haven't talked about it today, but I'll talk about it in a second. And they're approaching 1,000 views. They've got a few that have cracked that, which is great. As long as that continues, they'll probably start to see some really rapid growth with those. A lot of delicious looking content on the channel. Now, Canadian Family Life, somebody I'm still getting to know because they've just been with us for what I think is a month now. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. I'm going to take the latest video and put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up and get to know the content a little bit better. And right now, they're sitting at 386 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 they're thinking about. GJ Journeys, not sure if I said hello already, but it's good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody again. When I'm talking about experiments, I'm going to start something on Thursday. I have a video tomorrow that's going to come out on my personal channel, but I'm just putting that out so that there's activity right before the experiment starts, because I got a video ready to go, and it's unrelated. But what I'm trying to do now, there was a story from Wicked Awesome Gardening the other day, and if you watch one of the recent live streams, they talk about a story right in the beginning of the replay there, where they had put some short form content out as Facebook Reels, and they got millions of views. It didn't happen right away. It took about a week, but then they just really exploded, and it brought them about 1,700 subscribers on their channel. They're well over 4,000 now. But I was very lucky to have just happened to be there while they were talking about it. I went back and heard the story from the replay. Now, one of the things we've talked about, and you see some of the bigger YouTubers, even TubeBuddies, come out with a feature to help with this, to tell you to go back over a lot of your older content and scrape out some parts that you can use as shorts videos, because I'll bet almost everybody has some gold on their channel that they'll be able to dig out and use. So one of the things that I've been able to do is scrape out some short form content from some of my recent videos, and I'm going to put out 16 shorts in a row. You know, they're not the most entertaining videos in the world, but the hope is that they really don't need to be. And then the idea is they're going to be put on YouTube Shorts. They're going to be put on TikTok, as well as Facebook and Instagram Reels, even Pinterest and Twitter. I'm expecting to release all of these all in a row. So it's going to take just over 2 weeks. And what we'll do is see what happens with all of this stuff. It'll still take another month to really let the numbers all settle and see how any of that content did. For myself, it's an experiment to see whether I should pursue any more of that content or just let it lie, because it typically doesn't get a ton of views all the time. But one of the things we can do is go back over our older videos. TubeBuddy now has apparently a feature. I haven't looked at it yet, but I use TubeBuddy all the time. I have affiliate links in our video descriptions if you want to check that out if you haven't already. But, pardon me, YouTube also lets us know in the analytics where the most popular parts of our videos are. So the things that people have gone back and rewatched. Sometimes, especially in an instructional video like a cooking video, you could imagine somebody going back and say, wait a second, did they say 2 ounces or 3 ounces of that, or 2 cups or 3 cups? And, you know, somebody might go back and rewatch. Or if there's an entertaining part or an informative part of a video, somebody might go back and rewatch a couple of times, right? And maybe some of that stuff can be scraped out and used as shorts videos, not to mention reposted on the other networks. Of course, I always recommend, if somebody's going to post on multiple networks, you produce the video outside. So with the camera on your phone, or there's a lot of different apps that will help you do it, or use your video editing software. Most of them will easily let you make vertical videos, and then upload to each network separately. So you don't want to use like a TikTok video in your shorts. YouTube tells us they're going to suppress the views on videos that have logos from other networks, although we have seen a few people use TikTok videos on YouTube Shorts and have them do just fine, getting into the thousands or tens of thousands of views. But we just want to do the best thing we can for every network. I started using veed.io, and that's veed.io. That's for the captions. But I'll show everybody when that experiment starts to move, whether there's any substance to it or not. It could be a complete waste of time. You never know, right? But we try anyway. I've only ever done 20 or 30 shorts anyway, but I wanted to really take a run at it and see what happens. Pardon me for anything I've missed in the chat. I know Philip Lemon is here. Thank you for coming in. And if anybody's mentioned anything you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. I think I missed a question earlier about rewatching something. Can you relaunch the same short? Foxy's friend says yes. Actually, some of the bigger YouTubers have recommended if you put a shorts video out and it doesn't move right away, then consider reposting it a few weeks from now. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do this week, I'm going to re-put out some shorts that I already put out. I've changed them just slightly by putting captions on them and taking the YouTube logos out. But I'm going to try putting them up, and what will happen is, so if I put up a short that I've already put out, and the new one gets more views than the old one, I'll leave the new one up and delete the old one. If the new one doesn't get as many views as the old one had, I'll leave the old one up, if that makes sense, right? It's the exact same video, just either with captions and a logo or not, and that's what I'm talking about, but I'll get more into detail about that after it starts. Delete the beginning of a video. As far as I understand, you can, Songbits Laura, although I haven't tried to do that. I've had many videos and streams where I've taken little pieces out. Some are mine, some are other people's. But I haven't tried to snip the beginning of a video yet. It should be possible. And then Jedi Cameron, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. What apps can you use to make thumbnails? Canadian Family Life. A lot of us here are fans of Canva. Now, I'm a Photoshop guy, so what I use Canva for is inspiration. And Canva, C-A-N-V-A, let me type it in the chat here, is a free website and app for both iPhone and Android. And it makes it really easy. They got tons of beautiful professional templates. Literally all you're doing is changing the text, changing the color, changing the photo, and you're good to go. But they're beautiful. As soon as you see it, for anybody that hasn't already seen Canva, you type in YouTube thumbnail and you're going to start seeing thumbnails you've seen on lots of other creators' channels. The idea is just to change it enough to make it yours. But they are absolutely professional. I use it as inspiration. I'll go and look for something over there that I like, and then I'll copy it with Photoshop because I happen to be a Photoshop guy, and then I'll just save the template. And then Corinne's Life is an advocate for Canva. She's talking about it now. She actually produces merchandise, like, for instance, even the mug I'm holding in my hand right now, and she does t-shirts and hats and everything else. So she's talking about using Canva for a lot of that design work. The Sand Van is up right now. They're over 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 they're thinking about. New videos, they say, every Friday. And on their About page, they're just going to let you know they're an Aussie-English couple living in the beautiful Gold Coast of Australia. Their dream is to live full-time in their van, and they're going to take us around on their adventures. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos and put this into my catch-up list. And that will help me catch up with you a little bit. They're getting a lot of views on their videos lately, which is great. Hopefully everybody will enjoy the support that comes back from them as well, and we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 subscribers that they're thinking about. They've been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters to Tuber Chat for quite some time, and of course they happen to be members, so I put them on the wheel as soon as they got here. Just Doing Our Best, my dear goodness, has just come in, and gifted 5 memberships, so thank you for that. Let me spin the wheel. Jedi Cameron's going to pick one of those up with Philip Lemon. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, I think all 3 of those creators are here in the chat. And then FR Humphrey and the Fix-It Lady will get notifications for those also. So thank you for that. That's an incredibly generous thing to have done again, and I really do appreciate that. We'll put Just Doing Our Best up next after Home Bartending with John, because we're treating gifted memberships like Super Chats, basically. But thank you for that. They have done things like that many times, countless times. Just Doing Our Best is going to help us with self-sufficiency and preparedness. And then Philip Lemon, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right away. And Jedi Cameron and Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, if they're still here. Just let me know if you're still here. And then the secret for everybody here in the chat, especially if you're brand new to Tuber Chat, is to reach out to other creators and support them first. Head to their channel, watch a video, leave a comment, give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. Then when you come back and let them know you've done all that for them, they will turn around and do the same thing for you. We live wholeheartedly here by the idea of giving much more than we expect to receive. And then you'll hear in the stories that I tell how it comes back literally 10 times over in most cases. It's D, good to see you in the house. Forgive me, I didn't put you on the wheel already. I just saw you in the chat right now. For any members that come in, you're supposed to be added to the wheel as soon as I see you. If I miss that for any period of time, please don't be afraid to give me a nudge. Because I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it, and I certainly don't want to miss that. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt is on the wheel. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is in the house as well. And get them onto the wheel also. And Jedi Cameron, just let me know if you're still here, please. And then Home Bartending with John is up right now. This is another creator. He was first in the door today. He is many times, actually. And I appreciate that. Home Bartending with John's been with us just about every single day since finding us. I think it literally is every day. He does a really interesting thing on his channel. You see the elaborate home bar setup he's got. He's going to teach us how to make some of the world's most popular cocktails from the comfort of our own home. The Bullock Experience. Let me just get you onto the wheel right now. And then we'll talk about what else. Thank you, Foxy's friends. The Bullock Experience is on the wheel. I'll tell you what else Home Bartending John does on his channel. So, first of all, he's going to help us learn how to make some of the most popular cocktails in different variations. So he might give us a quick and easy recipe or something rich and flavorful based on tradition. And then as well, sometimes he gets into a variation influenced by pop culture, like TV or a TV show or movies. He's done requests on his channel, so you can request different cocktails if you'd like him to teach you how to make something. He's done at least 2 for me already, and then as well he does a ton of reviews. Now there's shorts on the channel as well, and you can see that these are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. But he often does these reviews. You see these are coming out frequently. I'm just grabbing the latest one and putting it in my catch-up list here so I can keep caught up. But he'll review lots of different types of beverages and cocktails as well. 332 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 400 he's thinking about. And Home Bartending with John is incredibly supportive, so much that I see him out supporting other creators constantly when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, intending on doing the same thing. And hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. Just Doing Our Best, thank you again for those gifted memberships. I really do appreciate that extra generosity. I know all the recipients of those gifted memberships are going to be excited, and Just Doing Our Best is up on the screen right now. This channel is going to help us with self-sufficiency and preparedness. They're literally going to talk about gardening, raising chickens and ducks, food preservation, freeze drying, and everything in between. One of their latest videos was freeze drying as well. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. This is a long video. An hour, was it? One boring hour of randomness. Interesting. I love the titles that people come up with on their channels. A lot of live streaming as well, so they just did one yesterday. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these soon. And then I just want to see the shorts videos as well. These are starting to get into the almost the thousands of views, which is great. So hopefully that continues as well. And then when we look at Just Doing Our Best, you'll get a lot of information on their front page, but they're literally helping us stay prepared for whatever disasters might come around. One of their latest videos as well is talking about precious metals, not to mention numismatic collectible coins, and those can be a help as well. Jedi Cameron, I'm just going to get you onto the wheel right now. Jedi Cameron is a longtime friend. They used to be known as Hyper Blitz. They changed their name a while back, but they picked up one of those gifted memberships from Just Doing Our Best. So thank you again to Just Doing Our Best for that extra generosity. They're almost at 1,100 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Baron is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Sometimes you get into a premiere, a live stream, and get captivated by the conversation or the content and need a reminder to give that thumbs up. But that's why we do it for each other so often. Pardon me, I have to try to remember to stay hydrated and drink while we're live streaming. We'll take a break in another few minutes here. Baron is up. This is a creator who posts almost every single day. Now, they've got some shorts videos on their channel, but they're literally posting almost multiple times a day in regular videos as well. A lot of these are shout outs or tributes to public figures and celebrities and things like that. And hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you see from Baron. They're here with us frequently. I just copied and pasted their handle in the chat because Baron is a very short and popular name. The more popular a name is, and especially the shorter it is, the harder it can be to find. So in the case of channels like this, I just put once in a while their handle or something in the chat so that you can find them easier, especially if you're on a phone. It can be tough. And then, oh yeah, commenting is the number one thing that I forget to do. It's the number one thing. I run a lot more videos than I watch, as anybody would imagine, but I often forget to comment. If I don't comment while I'm watching, I often forget to do that, especially bouncing in between premieres and live streams. I'm going from one chat to the other all the time. It's just an excuse, as you can imagine, but I know that that's one thing I really should improve for everybody's benefit. I just spun the wheel, so Philip Lemon's coming up right now, but I see that First Floor Audio's here from the UK dropping a super chat again. Lee has done that countless times. And for that reason, we're going to put that channel up next before we spin the wheel again. Philip Lemon's up right now. This is another longtime friend. They're always sharing excitement when coming into the Tuber Chat live streams, for which I'm grateful. And First Floor Audio, like I said, will be up next. Now, Philip Lemon, I'm not sure if they've been posting videos recently or if they're going to continue. So they put one up a few days ago. It's quite short, but I'm going to put this into my catch-up list and see what you've put up here. And then as well, they've got some shorts videos and these have started to get into over the 1,000 views, which is great. Hopefully that continues, and then live streams might be something that they'll pick up again. They've done a lot of video gameplay in the past. 168 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. Oh, is there a recommended amount of words for a comment? I don't really have a recommendation there, except to say that the best comments are genuine and related to the content of the video. Now, most of you would call me out right away because you know that I often will give a generic comment because I tend to fire a lot of them off. And it's not that I don't mean to be sincere with some of the things that I say. It's that I literally have said the same thing 1,000 times, right? So again, just another excuse. Don't take it for anything more than that. But recommended is to comment while you watch the video so that you can literally come up with 2 or 3 or 4 sentences while you're watching. Almost every video is going to give you the opportunity to mention 3 or 4 different things, and you always want to be doing it in a different way than what other people have been doing. When you just say nice and a thumbs up, everybody's happy to have the comment, I'm sure. Even when you copy and paste things or say the same thing 100 times, I'm sure people are still happy to have the comment and would rather have it than not, because these things are very important. But you'll also get a lot of impact. So here's an idea, right? When you comment on somebody's video, other people are going to see that comment almost for sure, because videos are always getting views. Even if you only get 1 view a day or 1 view a week on an older video, it still happens. Other people who are looking to connect with generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, like what I consider all of us here in the Superchat family, they might come and connect with you because of the comment that they see. People, we know that people in the chat will jump on members and super chatters right away, because the idea is, hey, if they super chatted this channel, they might super chat my channel, or if they're a member on this one, they might become a member on mine. Now, nobody can expect everybody to do that, but it makes sense. Same thing goes for any interactivity at all. When you see somebody really conversating in a chat, you're probably going to think to yourself, hey, I think I'd like to know this person, because if I ever do a live stream and they come over and start talking like this, I'm going to start really doing well. Same thing for comments. Wow, I like how this person really puts time and thought into the comment that they give. I'd like to have them on my channel. You might reach out to them. So it's just an idea. Not saying I'm right, but I'm sure everybody gets the angle that I'm coming at that with. So while I don't have a recommended length for comments, we all know that comments for the most part are the longer the better. When we're connecting with each other here, specifically connecting in Tuber Chat, going to each other's channels for the purpose of finding a video and connecting, then I recommend 3 or 4 sentences, because 1 or 2, it's almost impossible now to come up with something to say that somebody else hasn't already said, or hundreds of other people haven't already said. I've been to your place, I left you a gift, I've come to your channel, I'm here from Tuber Chat. You really don't always want to say I'm here from Tuber Chat, because you can imagine it's now been done thousands of times, and that's asking to get held for review by the YouTube spam filters. You want to say something unique that literally is about the video whenever possible. So that's just an idea. Forgive the long speech. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Oh, and then comments turned on. Yeah, if videos are made for kids or channels are made for kids, that's a different story. And once in a while, there can be other things that will cause the comments to not be there. Get to the farm. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me, I think I missed something else in the chat. If I missed anything that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Just doing our best is reaching out to swap playlists as well. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. if you see somebody say that, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And that, yeah, so get to the farm saying, I met you in Kevin's live stream. For those of you who don't already know, my name is Kevin. And then, you know, a lot of people will understand pretty quickly. I know Kevin's a popular name, but looking through a comment like that, there's probably only 2 or 3 of us that are somebody you've been connected with recently. But anything is helpful. The best, of course, is always to comment on the video. Let them know in a roundabout sort of way that you'd like to be connected with them. That's why we say the silly things that we say, like, I've been to your house and left you a gift, right? Because we don't specifically say, I've been to your channel and subscribed, because that for an extremely long time was very frowned upon, and there's fear about, first of all, having your comments deleted, getting your channel flagged, and things like that. So we just dance around the idea, literally dancing with something. People were saying, like, you know, well, let's dance together, or let's bake together was a big thing for a little while. It all doesn't matter. We get what we're talking about for the most part. But these are just ideas more than anything else. When we look at First Floor Audio's channel, we see a talented music producer with a very diverse set of styles, actually. When you join his channel, especially for a live stream, you can interact and influence him while the live stream is happening, whether he's got StreamYard panels or not. He might be singing, he might be performing, he might be recording, he might be producing. And then as well, all of the music is available on the channel, of course. He's got a couple of shorts videos, but typically what he's got is his music individually laid out here, and then live streams. You see a lot of StreamYard panels and things like that. This series of Radio 1FA is where he runs a compilation so we can enjoy all of his music together. And then he's monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now. Part of me and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share, so I'll appreciate it greatly. We're going to go for 3 minutes again and come back with Imelda Salo Show. All right, we're back and we're going to talk about Imelda Show, which is a channel we're still getting to know. They've been with us a little while now. I'm starting to think it might be even a couple of months, but I'm still getting to know their content. So, connection of lives and interest, as I joke every day that when I start the Superchat live streams, it's like hitting a button for my allergies and they start up as soon as we start streaming. I'm always fine right before and right after. When we talk about the idea of copyright-free music, I know there's a conversation going on in the chat right now. So I'll tell you a story. This is true, not that it matters, but when I was in grade school, in middle school, we call it here in Canada, I started listening to music right in between the transition of 5th and 6th grade. So my parents had got me a Walkman at some point, and I believe the year was 1984. But I started listening to music regularly, and our radio stations would have things like the top 12 at noon, right? So I'd rush out during lunchtime and I'd listen to the radio, and songs like Van Halen Jump were popular right then, and Madonna Lucky Star was a song that I'll never forget because it's the first song that I remember thinking to myself, this song is so good. And I actually took music while I was in school, music theory. I used to play trumpet from grade 6 right to like grade 9 and 10, and I was playing drums in high school and became the high school drummer later. But I remember listening to that song by Madonna and Jump by Van Halen and just thinking, wow, these songs are so good. But when you think about how long music has been being made, let's say even in the same 4/4 style, for those of you who understand music theory and things like that, the kind of music that we typically hear on the radio all the time on the major radio stations, the popular music, how is it possible that people are still coming up with new songs that are good when so many people have come up with so many melodies and so many harmonies, and these songs are so great? Look at artists like Prince and Madonna and Michael Jackson and others like them. Now, I know there's lots of others that came after, things like, never mind what we all think of them, but let's just say Britney Spears, Lady Gaga, like there's lots of songs that have come out now, today, Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, and a lot of other creators, Usher and Akon and everybody else. How is it possible that people are still coming up with the unique melodies? Because there has to be a mathematical limit to how many different melodies could be made that would be pleasing to the ear. Yet, years go on and I continue to be amazed because styles change, obviously. Now, anyway, forgive my long speech. When we talk about the idea of copyright-free music, how is it possible that somebody can write their own song and have YouTube give them a copyright claim for that? The reason why is because even though their song might be unique, there could be elements in it that are so similar to a song that's already out there or identical when it comes to things like melodies and harmonies and bass lines and things like that. So it's very possible for YouTube to make mistakes. Computers are mathematically, you would think that they would be perfect, but there's a lot of things out there that can't be perfect. You would need a human ear to listen to two songs, or have somebody sit there, play them for you, and explain to you, hear how this one is different from this one. Because we also think about the idea that a lot of music artists are remixing each other's songs, or remaking, or covering, or like karaoke. How are they telling the difference? When you find somebody who truly, if anybody is a fan of The Weeknd, right, another Canadian singer, but if you really listen to that artist, his voice, in my opinion, is very similar to Michael Jackson. And it's, if Weeknd was to cover a Michael Jackson song, I don't know that YouTube's algorithm would be able to differentiate them if the music was played so similarly, right? I don't know if that makes sense the way I'm putting it. I'm going like way too far with this, but if two songs are similar, it's possible for the computer to make a mistake. That's detrimental to the artist with the least popularity of the two in question. So there are a lot of what YouTube likes to call false positives out there. We have some copyright-free music here. I don't know if Lee's had any problem with that. all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat. I'll tell you how I got that out and why there's no problems with copyright that we've heard of so far, is because that music was published legitimately. First of all, I ordered the music from what we call ghost producers, people online who produce music, and then you could just buy the rights to it and you own the music forever after and everything else, right? So that music was tested. I got the music from the people, paid for the music first, then tested it against the YouTube algorithm and I think SoundCloud as well, to make sure that it wasn't going to get caught copying anything else, because you never know if somebody's ripping you off. You know, you buy something online, you trust that somebody's giving you original work, but you don't know if they're selling the same song to 3 different people or 15 different people, right? So first of all, buy the music. Secondly, put it to the test against the YouTube algorithm or copyright system and SoundCloud and other places like that. Then publish the music legitimately first on all platforms. So our copyright-free music is on Spotify, Deezer, SoundCloud, Apple, Google, Amazon, just about everywhere, right? And then I put it on YouTube for everybody to be able to use after I was 99.9% sure we'd never have a problem, right? So that's how that kind of stuff can work. So First Floor Audio luckily has not had a problem with that, but I think that that's how it can happen. It's just a false positive where YouTube thinks it's hearing something that it's not hearing. So that's not gospel, of course, like everything else that I say. It's just an idea, but I have been involved in music my whole life. My whole adult life. I was a DJ and I worked in radio stations and record labels and stuff like that. So it's just ideas. Imelda Salo Show is here, and we're looking at some shorts videos right now. I'm just going to see how these are performing. We see that these are starting to get into a couple of thousands views and more. Now, they tell us they're a creator from Kenya that's now in Germany. They've got a lot of videos here. I'm just going to take one of their latest one because they've been posting. They posted a few the other day. They got another one here. I'm just going to grab this video, and it looks like they're giving us a tip to try to not overspend money there, which is great while traveling. They'll give you more information about what they expect to do on their channel on their About page, but hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're on their way towards 600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Oh, is Dre Lasha in the house? I didn't see them come in. I see somebody saying hello. There you are. Thank you for the share, by the way. Corrine's Life is coming up. She is a very dear friend and has been for well over 2.5 years now. She's here as a moderator and a member. All of the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time, and they're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels, and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity, and for that reason you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members when you visit them on their channels for premieres and live streams. So I've got Dre Lasha on the wheel. Now, Corrine's Life, we talked about it earlier because she was talking about using Canva for a lot of design work. She produces merchandise, and that's just a small aspect of her YouTube channel, is her home business, where she produces hats, shirts, mugs, like the one I'm holding literally in my hand, and then Christmas ornaments, vinyl stickers, just about anything that can be printed. So a small part of what she does on her channel is shows us a behind-the-scene look at how that merchandise is made, and then we can use Corrine's Life as a resource when it's time for us to think about merchandise for our own channels. Some of you have seen some of the Tuber Chat mugs that have gone around to our moderators and things like that. Those were all done by Corrine's Life, for instance. She's done a lot of merchandise for a lot of creators. You see it popping up everywhere now. But this channel really encompasses everything that is Corrine's Life. So for argument's sake, it's literally a vlogging channel. So she'll do hauls, unboxing videos, travel, cooking videos, a lot of live streaming, and she'll have other StreamYard panelists up with her. I've joined her many times. Then she joins other people on their StreamYard panels and generously shares content that way as well. Gloria's Platter, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for that thumbs up as well. Corrine's life is monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And now on the road towards 2,200 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can get her moving towards that milestone now. Mama 4 Boys is coming up. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Mama 4 Boys has almost 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. This is an incredibly supportive creator, so when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them constantly supporting others. They're here with us in Tuber Chat every day. You can see from the shorts right away, you're going to get a lot of delicious looking content on this channel, but what I find most compelling about their content here is that they are often making what I find to be traditional meals, or something that can even be purchased, like, you know, I live in Canada, but I've always been close to Toronto, so our grocery stores have literally everything, right? But some of the things that might come in a bag or a box, they're going to show you how to make at home. Homemade mac and cheese, homemade hamburger helper. Here's a traditional St. Patrick's Day dinner, homemade personal pan pizza. You know, a lot of things that I really find enjoyable to watch. And the reason why is because I've said this from the beginning of Tuber Chat 3 years ago, but I really enjoy the real world look that we get from cooking videos and channels at what people are really making in their homes for their families, for their friends. You know, it's very different than what we might see from a television show on Food Network or other places like this as well. And I enjoy those too. But I really love what we get to see from each other here, and the inspiration that can be given from each creator to others, if that makes sense. Songbits Laura's coming up. Araya's World, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If anybody hasn't, by the way, thank you again, Gloria's Platter. Yes, over 90 thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So Songbits Laura is up right now, and this creator's been posting frequently. They just put a new video. That one's quite short. I'm actually going to take another one here. I'm going to take your jewelry sale purchases video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list here. Now I see also they've got some shorts videos, and some of these are starting to get over 1,000 views, which is great. Live streaming is something they seem to be doing once or twice a week, so hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. And then videos, they're posting fairly frequently. It looks like several times a week, which is great. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We'd love to push them towards the 600 subscribers they're thinking about. Songbits Laura obviously is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They happen to be a member here in Tuber Chat, so of course they were put on the wheel right away. So it's going to be a little while still, but I will eventually put some names onto our wheel from our chat list. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster. Things seem to move faster as time goes on during our live streams, but we've only been on for a couple of hours, so we can stay up to another half hour to an hour if everybody would like. My flock is everywhere, is here right now, and pardon me while I'm wondering if I'm mistaken about the time. Maybe not. Yeah, we should be good. We still got, we can stay up to an hour if everybody would like. My Flock is Everywhere has 546 subscribers right now. This creator's out supporting others all the time. And what we're going to find from them most often is talk about the unexplained. Now, they've got a lot of random videos on their channel, so I'm just going to take the latest one. It's quite short, but I'm just putting that into my catch-up list there. And then they've got some shorts videos. Let's see how these are doing now. These are starting to get into the couple of thousand views, which is great. Hopefully that continues. Live streams are something that hopefully I can catch you on at some point. They've got one coming up tomorrow. So I'll see if I can catch that. I've got my notification on. I'm setting notifications for all premieres and live streams. And my flock is everywhere, is here with us frequently in Tuber Chat. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, thank you again, Susan, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that countless times before. We'll put that channel up on the screen because of that super chat right now, and then we'll get back to spinning shortly. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is somebody who's going to bring us a lot of homesteading activity. So they take us both indoors and outdoors. I catch Susan indoors most often. They do a ton of live streaming, which is great. And one of the things that they always do while live streaming is let people meet each other in the same way that we're doing here in Tuber Chat. So you'll always find new friends over there. Susan is a very dynamic host. She really includes everybody in the chat into the conversation. And then she has StreamYard panelists that come up with her as well. She will inspire us in a spiritual way, but she'll also bring us music and more conversation with some of her StreamYard panelists. So when we look at her shorts videos, we see that these are starting to approach 1,000 views. So hopefully that will continue. And then, oh, this was meant to be a shorts video. It didn't hit the shelf, I think, though. Let's take this video. I just want to see what it is and put it into my catch-up list. It's funny because there's so much, when you type in, like, to Google, like, how to boil the perfect egg, so many different things come up, right? I mean, it's not rocket science. We're boiling an egg. But you like them how you like them, right? And the thing is, like, I don't know how frustrated everybody gets when they overcook something. Or, God forbid, undercook it. I tend to overcook everything. But, you know, you like it the way you like it. And if you can learn, like I did the other day, learn how to make eggs the way that I want them made, then that's interesting. So I'm just interested to see Hillbilly Chicken Ranch's take on perfect boiled eggs, because I'm not kidding. I just looked that up. It had to be not even a week ago. Because I wanted to see the different ways, right? There's different talk about whether you put the eggs in the water after it's boiled, or whether you boil the eggs with the water. When do you take them out? How long do you boil them for? There's, you know, it's funny to me how much there actually is that goes into that. But when you start to think about the fact that literally, yes, you like them the way you like them, and what you're using them for. If you're using them for something else, then that can be important as well. And I know now I feel like I'm just talking nonsense, so forgive my long speech. Those of you who've been with Tuber Chat long enough know that that happens every day. But thank you. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt is an incredibly supportive creator. I see them out in other people's premieres and live streams all the time, just about every single day, as a matter of fact. Wellness with Tammy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt is somebody that I've caught more for live streams, I think, than anything else. And boy, are they ever like streaming constantly. Pardon me, this must be a live stream that they were doing with Belt Loop 29. Look, Scratch and PPA's comment comes up in the rollover right there. Scratch and PPA is literally out supporting everybody all the time. But Belt Loop 29 is a very helpful channel. He'll help you meet more friends and family members. And Corner Clubhouse Cobalt just seems to be supporting people all the time. But I think this is them using that new system in StreamYard, where every participant on panel, if it's enabled by the host, can let everybody stream on all of their channels. I also saw Eddie Lugo Studios doing that with Shanster Travels and Destination Fun and a couple of others the other day. So that's really cool. I'm curious to see how many people are going to continue to use that and how the copyright's going to work. It should be safe. I'm just saying, I don't want anybody to take this as gospel either. But when you think about the fact that the same content is going to go on two channels at the same time, that would be an idea of concern. For me, I just want to observe more than anything else. I'm not thinking that people are going to start getting copyright strikes and things like that, because YouTube knows that that content was fed into the YouTube system at the time. So the timestamps will be identical, And YouTube knows that that's authentic content because it came from StreamYard, if that makes any sense. That's, you know, like, it's a... I don't know how to explain exactly how, like, you know, YouTube servers work and things like that. I happen to be a programmer, but not the best teacher, I don't think, when it comes to that, for anybody that doesn't already know. But when you're sending signal from your computer into the StreamYard system, and then StreamYard is feeding it to YouTube, it would be feeding, in this case, all 5 people at the same time, but YouTube knows that it came from StreamYard. It's not you uploading somebody else's content or restreaming somebody else's content, right? If that makes sense. Patrick Hollett's still in the house. Thank you for that. Hanu Vlogger, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We'd love to push Corner Clubhouse Cobalt towards the 1,100 subscribers they're thinking about. They're going to bring us all things cultural, including food, travel, mental health, and the idea is to make friendships on the channel. A little bit of delicious looking content actually on their channel. I'm not sure if that's actually it looks like a pan. I wonder if that's actually a wok. I'm thinking about getting a wok. I gotta learn how to make a stir fry. I can cook to save my life, but I can't make anything that's spectacular. But I do look towards the idea of maybe starting to live a bit of a healthier lifestyle, and I know the idea of frying anything doesn't fit in a healthy lifestyle, but it's better than the chocolate and peanut butter I eat all the time. So a stir fry and a wok could be a step in the right direction, I promise you. Foxy's Friends is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on their channel. Again, Foxy's Friends is another channel. I think they don't have an apostrophe in their name, do they? Maybe I'm mistaken. There it is. So Foxy's Friends, you want to make sure you don't misspell it like I just did with that apostrophe. Let YouTube know you're looking for the channel. And then you see this purple avatar here with a picture of Foxy Mama. And this channel is meant to memorialize this furry friend named Foxy Mama, and you can get the story when you get to the About page there. But they've got quite a few shorts as well as videos, and we'll see what more is going to come from the channel. But they've already got these shorts popping into the well over 1,000 views, which is great. So hopefully that continues, and we'll look forward to new content from this channel if they have some to bring us. 174 subscribers right now, so we'd love to push them towards the 200 they're thinking about. And Foxy's Friend seems to be with us every day since finding us just about a month ago as well. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Right now we're looking at Dutchfly61, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel. They are a Skywatcher from the Netherlands, and 1,000 subscribers right now. So I'm hoping we could get them a few more and get that locked in for them. And then we'll wonder about how their hours are doing. Hopefully they continue with the content so they can get more happening. But you'll see that their shorts video has already popped into the thousands of views, which is great. So that might continue as well. Dutchfly61 is here with us just about every single day. So obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And then again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. All that fluff and stuff is on the wheel. They happen to be a member. They come to us from Australia, and we'll look at that channel soon enough, I'm sure. I'll spin right now, and we'll get to Little Ridge Farm. This is Mark and Kira. Mark more so, but Kira often makes appearances on the channel. It's a father-daughter combo. We can follow them with their homesteading activities more than anything else. And what you're going to find are a lot of stories to be told. Now, Mark is also a creator that's out supporting others all the time, so I see them in different premieres and live streams, even on StreamYard panels. and things like that. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos. It's a mail call video from Drunken Chef Barbecue, who's another friend of Tuber Chat, which is great. And you'll see a lot of variety in their videos here. And when we get into the live streams, you'll find stories to be told, one of which is the fact that these creators, or this creator, has literally had their house burned down. And they're in the process of recouping and rebuilding right now. You'll hear about that story when you get to the channel. And then we're going to be interested to follow along as they rebuild. And luckily they're getting a lot of help from a lot of the YouTube community, and they talk about that often as well. Little Ridge Farm continues to be an incredibly supportive creator. This is literally the story of a creator with tenacity and perseverance, as the whole time that this has been going on, they've been supporting others as generously as they can be, which is, I find, completely overwhelming, to be honest with you. But inspirational as well. Lisa J. Stocks is coming up next. We'll see what this creator's got going on their channel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. We are almost there. We have 98 thumbs up right now, so thank you everybody for that. Lisa J. Stocks has 350 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 we know they're thinking about. Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us with investing more than anything else. They're going to talk about, literally, I love the thumbnail on this one because it says maximize your investments. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could maximize the impact of the revenue that's going to come in from either our YouTube channels or the businesses behind them, especially when it comes to things like AdSense, Super Chats, memberships, affiliate money, sponsorships. There's lots of different ways, merchandise, to bring in revenue. Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us understand how we can maximize the impact of investments, which hopefully everybody can get into as well if we're not already there. And they'll help us with some of the lingo as well. So they talk about everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like dollar cost averaging and dividends when we talk about the stock market, as well as a bit of budgeting as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get to Lisa J. Stocks. And they originally come to us from the Stock Explorer channel, but I'm happy that we have a few channels like this in the Tuber Chat family to help us with our finances when we're thinking about these things, right? They've also got some shorts videos, and thank you everybody for the 100 thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. Lisa J. Stocks is getting into over 1,000 views now, so hopefully that continues also, and then live streams might be an idea for the future. Oh, yeah, Hanu Vlogger, thank you. We're not going to promote any of those, though. Our moderators will keep removing those messages. But you're free to connect with creators here if you enjoy supporting other people. And once they get to your channel, they'll see the game that you're playing if you have something like that. I know there's games out there that are like, you know, crypto, play to earn and stuff like that. I don't know if that's what they mean exactly. Anything's possible, but and thank you for that. Yeah, those messages, we'll just remove them just because here all we're focused on is supporting each other, but we don't want to distract from that idea. Long Island Bigfoot, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, see, I think that's a legitimate channel, and I don't think that they're trying to push in the way that some people might try to push and things like that. I think they mean well. They're just trying to get everybody to come and see this thing they're excited about. And then, so all that fluff and stuff is up here right now from Australia, and this is a longtime friend. Typically, this channel started out by bringing us on the water for a lot of different activities. Even one of their latest videos, I think, was was it snorkeling or reef fishing? Yes, and mud crabbing they do. They come from the Whitsundays in Australia, so they are now entering, or will soon be entering, their winter months. All that fluff and stuff typically takes us out on the water, but also in live streams. We've been out on the boat with them. Now they've got some shorts videos that have really popped into the thousands of views, which is great. Earlier in the stream today, I talked about an experiment I'm going to do on my personal channel with some shorts videos, and some of that is inspired by other creators. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. You know, I promise you I get as much benefit out of Tuber Chat as anybody, if not more, because we can discuss all kinds of different ideas here, and I've been corrected many times over the last 3 years, right? But as well, we can take inspiration from each other and then make the best decisions for our channels and our videos, myself included. But all that fluff and stuff a long time ago talked to us about the idea of using shorts videos to promote our long form content. So I took inspiration from that and recently started doing something where I would cut shorts out of long form content. I've only done it a couple of times, but then use that short video as a trailer for the long form content, knowing that because I'm going to premiere the long form content, the short's going to continue to get a few views, and see if that helps at all. So I've only done the smallest bit of that, but part of that was inspired by all that fluff and stuff. And then as well, you know, Wicked Awesome Gardening, I keep talking about this story they told on a live stream the other day, where they literally got millions of views apparently in a Facebook posting of some of the short form content they'd intended as shorts, and then that gained them about 1,700 subscribers on their channel, which is fantastic. So I'm going to try taking meld of these couple of ideas together. I'm going to take that out for a spin in the next couple of weeks and see how that works. Yeah, so that's always been a bit of a thing, all that fluff and stuff. The idea with shorts is that a lot of shorts can be great for growing subscribers. If you get a couple of shorts that really pop, you will likely gain subscribers from that. But because they found you through that short form content, the question is whether they will come back for the long form stuff. So the bet that I'm making now, and it's really just, you know, based on our experience, it's just an idea, is that the short form content that I'm about to put out an experiment is taken from the long form content. So it's the best chance of those people staying for the long form content that's possible. Doesn't matter how many subscribers come in, whether it's 1, 10, or 100, or even more. Chances are, because of what they've seen, the long form content is exactly what the short form content is, if that makes any sense. But that may not be the case in a lot of different things. I've done a lot of other shorts that were completely useless, like a duck or goose walking across a street, you know, or something like that. And, you know, I can't expect anybody to come because I don't have a goose channel or a duck channel or whatever that, you know what I mean, was. Or like a classic car driving down the street is one of the shorts I put out. But I have no classic cars on my channel, so why would I expect them to come back? Although it's nice to get a few views and maybe even a couple of subscribers at the time. So it's just an idea. But it's, you know, the other thing too, I've said from the beginning, you can change your mind as often as you want on YouTube. You can film and not use it if you don't want to. That's literally how I got my start on YouTube 6 years ago, is I said to the guy that I work with every day, we're going to go out and film our work starting in April. I said, we're going to go out and film. If we use it, we use it, and if we don't, we don't. But we did, and here we are, right? And you can always put up things and take them down. You can always delete something afterwards if you don't want it, or you can put it back up if you do want it. And while some of that stuff is not recommended, I'm sure you understand what I mean. So it's not the worst idea in the world, if you have ideas for shorts, to take them out for a spin, see what happens, but give it a real go. Give it a real shot. I would recommend at least 10 of anything, if not 20, right? And then if you don't like it, don't do it, you know, or take them off if you don't enjoy having them there anymore. One of the things I talk about as well is the idea of series. So when people break into a second channel, right? Sometimes you'll have somebody like, I could see all that fluff and stuff breaking into a cooking channel because they've done a lot of cooking. But you have to really think about that because it's a ton of work. So what I would do in the case of almost anybody thinking about that is start a series of videos. And the same thing goes for shorts now. Do about 10 or 20 of them. See how you feel about it, because I promise you're not going to remember 2 years from now the first 10 or 20 videos that you put out anyway. It's not going to matter 2 years from now. So right now you do a series of 10 or 12 or a few more or whatever. You see if you like it and if you're actually going to do it. Because we get in our head like, hey, I'm going to start a cooking channel. I think I'd like doing that. But you don't know until you actually do it. I'm sure we can all understand that all of our YouTube channels are more work than we thought they were going to be before we started. I don't necessarily wish more than one on anybody, although I do understand why people have more than one. Hence, I have more than one. But the idea is to start a series, see if you like it, and then start another channel if you think that that's the right thing. Same thing goes for the shorts videos. Put a bunch of them out, see how you feel about it, and if you don't like it or it's not bringing back the results that you want, just don't do it anymore. It's not going to hurt the channel that much to put out 10 shorts, right? If you go and you gain, 100,000 subscribers and none of them ever come back to watch anything, that's a problem. But it's not the worst problem to have either. It's, we're getting I'm getting a little bit too wild with the speech here, but I think you gather what I'm saying about the idea of experimenting. Although, from the very beginning, we were told by a lot of people who started right away experimenting with shorts that those subscribers may not come back for a lot of long-form content. So thank you, everybody, for contributing to the conversation here in the chat, because the more we discuss this stuff here, the more we can help each other understand and make better decisions for our own channels, myself included. The more people I hear from that say, I don't want to do shorts anymore because it's not helping, the less I'm probably going to do. I take inspiration from our community as well. Outgoing Azzy, good to see you in the house. 12 Stones Ranch, good to see you here as well. Thumbnails absolutely are helpful. Yes, Jedi Cameron and Outgoing Azzy. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. We're going to go for a break again, and we will come back. And we'll just be gone for about 3 minutes. Vanessa Angel Rose Designs, good to see you here. The next channel that we're going to look at is Odom's Homestead, but I'll start adding names to our wheel from our chat list as well. All right, we're back and looking at Odom's Homestead. I see Lark's Homesteadish is in the house. Danforth Avenue Wellness is a longtime dear friend, and that is Cake No Eat Meat Day, and with a cherry on top and more. They change their channel name frequently, and I always find it fun. Tina A. Warending, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I know we had another couple of brand new channels. Jersey Loves Steph, good to see you here. And forgive me, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. Gaxve. I'm not sure if that's Gavi or if there's another way of pronouncing that. If you would like to let me know, I'll appreciate it greatly. But hopefully you're both feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you want to take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And then forgive me, I just want to ask you literally in the chat, how can I pronounce that name? Because I'd like to promote everybody as best I can while you're here. And then thank you so much. 12 Stones Ranch has a premiere coming up in a few hours. But thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, I'm going to put 12 Stones Ranch up next, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. Story time with Uncle Bill. Good to see you here. Be Amazing Sylvia is a longtime friend as well. She's been with us from the beginning of Tuber Chat. Gaxv. I'll try it as Gaxv, and forgive me if that's not correct. But I do appreciate you letting me know, and then if I can correct that, I'll appreciate that as well. I always refer to everybody as their full channel name. That's why. Gaming Experience with Kelly is the Bullock Experience with a second channel. Mama Gina Vlog, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Odom's Homestead is going to bring us homesteading activities inside and outside. So Gaxv, yeah, thank you for that. And then I'll remember that from now on. Odom's Homestead is here with almost 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the I hope we can push them a little farther towards the 1,200 they're thinking about. They post videos frequently. I'm just going to see what they've done lately. So I caught the latest one, but I'm going to grab another one here. Global Gardening and Homestead Update. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and hear what you had to say here. We get a lot of garden updates from Odom's Homestead, and shorts videos are starting to move into the over 1,000 views, which is great. Live streaming is something they do frequently, so it looks like once or twice a week. I hope I can catch you for one of these. I thought I caught you for one of these, but it must have been a long time ago. I hope I can catch you for another one soon. And then I'm just going to take this video as well that you got in your feature position and put that in my catch-up list as well. Odom's Homestead is going to give us a lot of garden updates. They're building a half-acre homestead and growing many fruits and trees and bushes as well. 5 different varieties of bananas, which is interesting. And then they'll inspire us in a spiritual way as well. And Pedrosa Travels in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We've still got a half an hour to go if everybody would like. I'm going to move faster through channels now if I can. Things usually get faster as time goes on, but we can stay up to another half hour if everybody would like. It's D is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. They are going to help us with budgeting and our finance with things like cash stuffing challenges. And those can be really helpful when we think about saving money or maximizing impact. When we're thinking about our finances. And here in the Tuber Chat family, I'm sure most of us are thinking about our monetization and maximizes the part of me maximizing the impact of our monetization when we get there. Baked with Miss Red, thank you for coming in. Forgive me, 12 Stones Ranch. I spun the wheel there. I should have put your channel up right away. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. I'm going to put 12 Stones Ranch up next. Luckily, we're all friends here, so I'm hoping for some forgiveness from them. But 12 Stones Ranch has been a friend for a long, long time, actually. We always put up Superchatters on the screen right away in order, unless I make a mistake like that. And I promise you, I make as many mistakes as anybody. But luckily, Scratch and PPA and our moderators catch them. So we'll talk about 12 Stones Ranch in another moment here. And then It's D is up on the screen right now, like I said, helping with our budgeting. Now, they get into things like cash stuffing challenges and helping us understand how we can maximize the impact of small windfalls of money. Like a lot of times an idea is people's tax returns and things like that. They show you how that can be very impactful when you're thinking about either making extra payments towards the principal on a mortgage, or I know a lot of people use it for vacation, or possibly saving for gifts, Christmas and birthdays, and everything else throughout the year can start to add up. Wedding season is coming up and things like that, right, for a lot of us. So It's D will help us make sense of a lot of this and show us different strategies for how we can save and budget. So 716 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 they're thinking about. I've just got their latest video and put that into my catch-up list. It looks like they're showing us an app that they're using, unless they've made that. We'll see what they've done with that there. And then shorts videos they've got as well, which is great because we can get bite-sized information to help inspire us when it comes to our finances as well. 12 Stones Ranch is coming up right now. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And 12 Stones Ranch is another longtime friend, actually, and they are now at on the road to 1,800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And then they're going to bring us wholesome content and encourage us to get out there and have adventures of our own. Exploration, many projects and laughs along the way. And then when we look at their live streams, I'm surprised I haven't caught you for one of these for a while. So this is a few weeks ago, but if they're going to pick these back up, I'll likely catch them soon enough. And then we'll be waiting for some new content from this channel as well. So 12 Stones Ranch has been a long-time friend. Backwoods Mindset to be put on the screen. Let me see. Oh, they're talking. Oh, forgive me. Did I miss the message there? Yes, thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. Oh, I didn't catch that. I read it, and I didn't exactly catch what you meant there. The premiere this evening on the Backwoods Mindset channel. So I'll put that up. We don't know that channel yet, but I'll have a look at it right now. So let's put Backwoods Mindset. I'm assuming this is a collaboration between the two of you then. Yeah, I can see a thumbnail there that comes up right away. So that's really cool. This is a channel that hasn't been in Tuber Chat just yet, but we'll be looking forward to that. And what I'm going to do actually is take that premiere and put my notification on, and that will give me a chance to catch them. I'm also going to make sure that that goes into my catch-up list as well, so that I don't miss it no matter what. But that's really cool, a generous thing to have done, and it looks like Family Fishing Outdoors, another channel that's going to fit into the Tuber Chat family. Just great. Long Island Bigfoot, thank you so much for the Super Chat. I really do appreciate that, and except for when I make mistakes, we always put Super Chatters on the screen right away in order. So next up is going to be Long Island Bigfoot, but I'll be looking forward to that premiere. So thank you, 12 Stones Ranch, for that. And it's great to see that you're doing that as well, because even the biggest YouTubers, even YouTube theirself, most of us still have in our YouTube Studio dashboard something that lets us know that collaborations are a big way to grow your audience. Now, first of all, when you join somebody else on their channel, you are almost always guaranteed to gain some subscribers from that interaction. But I believe that you're generously sharing content with the other channel as well, by being there. So it's a benefit to both. And a lot of creators can just do, you do 2 of something at the same time. You just say, let's do 2 videos while we're together. Or if you got a video that's over, around 20 minutes or longer, you can always chop it into 2 parts. Part 1 and part 2, put them on each channel. People have to reference one to go to the other kind of thing, which is kind of cool. Baked with Miss Red, thank you for that membership. I really do appreciate that. Oh, Long Island Bigfoot, I'm going to put you up for sure, though. We always do that. Anytime that happens. Baked with Miss Red just grabbed a membership, so I'm just going to put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but because you got that right now, you're on right now. And what that means is that after that, we will put you on the wheel as soon as we see you in the chat every day that you're here. So Hanu Vlogger, the best idea is always to support others first. Most of the people here in Tuber Chat have been here before. Not everybody, but most. And many people have been here many times before. They will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat that they don't recognize. So for anybody that's brand new, things work almost oppositely here. The best idea is to reach out to other creators and support them first. Everybody else will see the conversations that you're having, and then they're making a judgment call by what they're reading as to whether you'll be a loyal and dedicated supporter before they connect with you. And then let me just put that in the chat just in case there's a language barrier there. And then, thank you, Scratch and PPA. And then, yes, Hanu Vlogger, everybody wants to connect with you, I promise you, but as long as you go first, it will help. Long Island Bigfoot is fairly new to Tuber Chat. Now, they got 20,000 subscribers, so they're just doing spectacularly, and 1,600 videos, my dear goodness. So when we look at their channel, I'm still getting to know them, because I think we've just had them on the screen twice now, but thank you for that Super Chat, by the way. I really do appreciate that. You can see that this channel has really started to pop. Like, I mean, they've been popping for a long time, obviously, but these shorts videos have gotten into the hundreds of thousands of views, and even a couple of them, 3 of them now, over 1 million. One of them is on a trajectory, maybe even towards 2 million, which is great. So Long Island Bigfoot, I'm still getting to know your channel, but I'm going to take your latest video, I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that's just a playlist I use to learn about channels and keep caught up. Ex-military turned truth seeker. Interesting. They document their journey through uncut footage to bring together the Sasquatch people and humans together. So that'll be interesting, and there's more information over there. And then as well, it looks like they do live streams. I wonder how frequently these are. Yeah, some of these are seem to be pretty frequent, so that's really cool. And then yeah, I'll save the live stream for now, and then I'll look forward to more afterwards. But that's really cool. So thank you, Long Island Bigfoot. You're really seem to be doing fantastically over there. What the Flock is in the house, and we'll see what they've got going on. I put a couple of names on the wheel the last time we went on break. Pulse Green Space and What the Flock got added. I just hit the wrong channel there for a second. What the Flock is here. There's a, you just want to watch the punctuation there. There's a question mark and a exclamation mark. I'll just type that in the chat, and you can copy and paste it or type it out if you need to. 489 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. What the Flock is another creator who's out supporting others all the time, from Los Angeles, California originally, but now they're in Georgia. We've got quite a few friends in Georgia, actually. Quite a decent sized family by the look of it, not to mention a homestead that they've got going on, and they are learning to grow and be self-sufficient, starting with tomatoes, peppers, potatoes, strawberries, cucumbers, and squash. And I forget about that. Yeah, my parents, when I was a kid growing up, they had a garden in the backyard, and we used to get in trouble for throwing our stuff in there all the time, making the dog go in there and fetch things and everything else. But I remember they had cucumbers and zucchini. I think they had squash, tomatoes for sure, and I almost forget what else, but quite a bit there. Now, I wish I was interested at the time they were doing it, but now there's so much to learn. What the Flock is going to help us with that. I just want to hit their shorts videos as well and see what they're doing here. These have started to get into the thousands of views, and one of those has popped over 20,000, which is great. I'm just going to take one of your latest spare rib tacos videos. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me another piece of content to watch. Blood Lads, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Lasha is up here right now. She's actually got 2 channels, but this is a long-time, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well with 744 subscribers. Yeah, I think those were rib tacos. Which is something I think I'm seeing for the first time, actually. Lasha is going to bring us a bit of spiritual inspiration, and then they want to motivate others as well. It's a lot of conversation here. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos and see what they had to say here. They've got some shorts, and these look pretty random, but these are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. And then I'm going to head back to their homepage just so I can see their second channel. Dre Hair and Fitness obviously is going to help us with beauty and then possibly a healthy lifestyle, which is great. When we get into the shorts on this channel, these are popping well over 1,000 views as well. And then live streams are something they seem to be doing frequently. I've got notifications on now for a few of those also. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Dre Lasha and Dre Hair and Fitness. We'd love to push this second channel towards the 200 subscribers they're thinking about. Let's spin the wheel. Baked with Miss Red. Look at that luck. As soon as I put you on the wheel, you basically are chosen almost right away. And we never know how long it's going to take once somebody's on the wheel to get picked, right? It's random. Baked with Miss Red is here for the first time. Hopefully we can welcome this creator into the Tuber Chat family. And I'm going to be interested to see what you're doing on your channel. A wife, mom, caregiver for the elderly and disabled, and a business owner. And then in their videos, there's a lot of delicious looking content here I see already. I'm just going to grab this blueberry sweet rolls for the win. I'm going to put that into my watch later list. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream here, but what I'm going to do is after the live stream, go through that watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live stream. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week, but we, mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Pardon me, I'm doing 2 things at once here. I'm just looking for somebody we can raid after. Wolf Spirit Productions is live right now. And they're doing a ride along. I Want to Know is coming up. They are with Get to the Farm. I'm going to put both of those channels up. I should have put them up already when Get to the Farm got here, actually. Ashley, no, thank you for coming in. We've been on for a while. We're going to go for another 15 minutes or so. I Want to Know is a popular name for a channel. They come up almost first for me when I let YouTube know that I'm looking for a channel, but you just want to make sure you match that avatar when you get to them. And then I Want to Know is incredibly supportive here in Tuber Chat. They have been for a long time. Now they're at 332 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them towards the 400 they're thinking about. You'll notice on their About page, they're dedicated to exploring the unknown and delving deep into the mysteries of the past. Join them on a journey through time and space as they uncover the secrets of advanced civilizations, lost artifacts, and ancient legends. There's more information there, but they're going to talk to us about the unexplained. And you can have a lot of very engaged conversation based on that. I see them out supporting other creators all the time as well. I want to know, we'd love to push towards the 400 subscribers they're thinking about. And this is another case where we've got two channels from a husband and wife combo. So Get to the Farm is also bringing us some more homesteading activities on their channel. And 877 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm going to grab this video that they've just put out. Get to the Farm 10 must-visit channels. They're thinking about doing some channel hookups over here where you'll be able to meet more friends and family members while you're with them. So you can keep that in mind. And then they might expect to start doing some more live streams. They've got some shorts videos here that have really popped into the thousands of views, which is great. And then live streams, like I said, might be something that's an idea upcoming again. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. And we'll see what's happening with Jedi Cameron. They picked up a gifted membership today from Just Doing Our Best. That's an incredibly generous thing to have done. We see that frequently on many different channels. Gifted memberships have really become a big thing for people because there's value on both sides of that that far expands the contribution in a lot of people's eyes, I'm sure. Jedi Cameron has 805 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 subscribers they're going to be thinking about. They bring us a lot of video gameplay, particularly in live streams. They've done a couple of talking head videos, but it's mostly video gameplay. And then as well, shorts they've got going on now. And I'm just going to take their latest video and put this into my catch-up list. They mix the games up on this channel also. And Jedi Cameron's been with us a long time. They used to be known as Hyper Blitz, and they changed their name a while back. And then, thank you, yeah, the gaming experience with Kelly. I try to move the raids around, right? So I try to mix it up so that we have different creators. Although I don't mind raiding some of our friends, like, you know, multiple times. I think last time was a coincidence that the Bullock experience happened to be on. I forget which day it was, and we went and raided them. So we'll look forward to that again, because he did a great job of staying engaged with chat, even while fishing there. The Bullock Experience is a fishing channel, but he's actually got a gaming channel as well. We'll look at both of those soon. The Journals of Awakening, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. M&T Living and Cooking is in the house. We'll see what they've got going on. I'm going to grab a link for the channel we're going to raid right now. The Wolf Spirit Productions is live, because we've been on for almost 3 hours now. And I'll drop that link another couple of times, and I'll pin it so that everybody can get over there whenever you'd like. Like I said, they're already live, and I'll come over after Tuber Chat so that we can join them. And I've just pinned that link so everybody can get there as well. And I'll leave Tuber Chat running an extra 3 minutes right before we raid. I'll get through as many channels as we can between now and then. Michelle VB, good to see you in the house. Destination Fun, I'm just putting you on the wheel right now. M&T Living and Cooking, we'd love to push towards 1,900 subscribers. They've started to mix up the content even more now. There's a lot of delicious looking stuff here you can see in some of their videos, but they take us outside for adventures as well. So this is really cool. Another RC truck. I'm just going to put that video on my catch-up list here. I want to see how your shorts are doing also. M&T Living and Cooking are always out supporting other creators. They've had a shorts video now cross 10,000 views, which is great to see. Hopefully that continues, and several in the thousands of views. Live streaming is something that they do frequently as well. It looks like at least once or twice a week. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of those. But the biggest thing about M&T Living and Cooking is I see them out supporting other creators all the time when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams as much as I can as well. Yellow Shirt Dad has had a long wait on the Wheel of Doom for what I believe has been 2 hours and 45 minutes. I think he was here when we started, right? Yellow Shirt Dad has 573 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. If you dig through the videos here, you'll eventually find a more long-form video. So he might be taking us out for a look around. But one of the things that he's most known for is the joke of the day. So I'm going to take the latest one and put that into my catch-up list here. He's got some shorts videos as well, so hopefully those continue because he's already into the thousands of views there. And then Yellow Shirt Dad is somebody who I know ever since coming into the Tuber Chat family just a couple of short months ago has really built up a reputation as somebody who's building a lot of friendships between themselves and other creators, which I'm really happy to see. I've seen them have conversation about playing games with other creators. I've seen them out on other StreamYard panels as well, which is great, and hopefully that continues also. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I know everybody will enjoy the joke of the day. One of the things that I think everybody can use in their YouTube subscriptions is some positivity, something to make us laugh or smile, and Yellow Shirt Dad's going to help us with that. Nocturnal Nation, Neil, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Neil gives oracle readings on his channel more than anything else. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I've hung out with him time and time again for live streams. He's been a friend of over 2 years now, actually. Unidentified S4 is another channel that's going to talk to us about the unexplained. This is an incredibly dynamic host. Anthony is going to host the Unidentified S4 live streams that they're most known for, at least in my own eyes. They've got quite a few videos here. I'm going to take one, even though it's quite a short one. But hopefully I'll catch them for another live stream. They've got a couple set up ready to go. I've got a notification on for the next one. That's going to be tomorrow. And then some shorts videos they've got as well. Now, Unidentified S4 is first of all going to talk to us about the unexplained, but possibly some polarizing content as well. What I mean by that, a perfect example of polarizing content would be politically charged content, right? Where people are kind of choosing sides on things. So polarizing means you've got two very differing opinions. Like for instance, we might talk about flat or round Earth, right? There's not a lot of in between. I don't think there's anybody that says, well, I think it's like sort of flat but kind of round. Like there's you're either thinking it's flat or it's round. It's one or the other, right? And then they talk about everything from UFOs to aliens to unexplained government I don't want to say espionage, but cover-ups and things like that. So the conversation can go just about anywhere, but they bring up a lot of really, I want to say, timely content, things that are definitely on the center stage in the world right now. And then they have conversation. They have other StreamYard panelists that come up with them, and it's always engaging discussion when we're over there. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Unidentified S4 has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding Tuber Chat. Many months ago now, actually. They've been a supporter for a long time. The Bullock Experience is coming up. And then thank you, Nocturnal Nation. They'll be on tonight in a few hours. The Bullock Experience is coming to us with 2 channels now. The Bullock Experience is a fishing first channel, catfishing more than anything else. But this channel we got a great look at the other day. First of all, we featured them a while back, many months ago. They're pushing towards the 1,000 subscribers now. They're on the road past 700 to 800 now. What you're going to find more than anything else is fishing. So, for instance, one of these, this is the one we rated the other day, but Kelly Bullock did a great job of hanging out with us in the chat and staying engaged even while fishing. Now, he's got a lot of shorts videos as well, and I think this creator's gotten into a couple of product reviews also, which is kind of cool. But I'm going to show you the gaming experience with Kelly. And this is a new gaming channel from the same creator behind the Bullock Experience. You might have to pull a trick with the YouTube filters to find this channel right away because it's new. But he's got 22 subscribers already. He's gotten into a couple of games. One of them is Minecraft. You'll find that obviously familiar, but we'll get Kelly Bullock's take on that. And hopefully everybody will enjoy first of all, connecting with them, but secondly, I know you'll enjoy the support that comes back from them as well. Bushido Blade Warrior, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Destination Fun is coming up right now. I got to drop the link for our raid again. We'll go over and see Wolf Spirit Productions. They are doing a ride-along live stream with the Jester Cam right now. We'll drop it another couple of times. Destination Fun brings us travel more than anything else, including cruising content. We see this creator out supporting others and collaborating with others as well. And then, when we look at Destination Fun, we see that they're approaching 500 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that as well. I'm just going to hit the shorts because I can see already a couple of these have popped. But you can see that they're getting into the thousands of views with these, which is great. And then live streaming is something that they do frequently as well. So that's them with Shanster Travels. I'm always happy to see creators collaborating together. And they've done that many times, but also with others as well. Like I said, I think they did the experiment the other day with Eddie Lugo Studios and a few other creators. But I'm looking forward to these. So Tuesday, this is actually coming up another hour from now. So we know there'll be fresh content with a live stream from Destination Fun soon. And then videos, hopefully we'll have some new content shortly from them also. But they've been here, I think, every day since finding Tuberchat not too long ago. It feels like just a couple of months so far. Mark the Shark, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. He's been a dear friend for a very long time. Odom's Homestead we looked at already, so I get to skip and hit the wheel again very quickly. Again, I'm going to leave Tuberchat running for an extra 3 minutes like I always do so that we can clean up our connections here before going over to Wolfsbear Productions for a raid, but they'll allow everybody to continue meeting friends and family members while we're over there as well. Paul's Green Space is up right now. They've been with us a while, and I see from the other side of the fence coming in, they bring us Barrel Racing, and they are a member, so I put them on the wheel right away. It's them and Be Amazing Sylvia. Paul's Green Space is here with over 1,100 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 1,200 they're thinking about. When I get into their shorts videos, I can see that these have gotten into the thousands of views, which is great. And then I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. Paul's Green Space is somebody I'm still getting to know. But this is really cool. This is a great video for people in climates like mine because I'm close to Toronto, really in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. But when we think about planting anything at all, it's like soon, but not yet, unless people are getting things started inside. But this is a top tips for beginner gardeners, which will be great. So I'll be happy to see that video. I look forward to it. And then Paul's Green Space is somebody who's been with us several times already. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. Be Amazing Sylvia is somebody who's been with Tuberchat from the beginning. She's very well known as a group of 7 creators who made up the Drop the Link Day crew, and their focus was helping people meet each other in the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. You'll still be welcome to meet more friends and family members anytime you're with Be Amazing Sylvia for a live stream or a premiere. And then this creator is now experiencing some rapid growth, which is great. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They've got a lot of shorts videos that have really started to pop, not only into the thousands of views, but a couple of these well over 100,000 views and into the hundreds of thousands. I'm assuming that that's what's brought in a ton of subscribers as well, because they've really been jumping. Be Amazing Sylvia does a lot of live streaming. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these soon. She does it several times a week and always has. And then as well, videos are something that are frequently put out. But Be Amazing Sylvia brings pure variety on her channel while she wants to motivate and inspire us. And then when we look at Sylvia's Daily Positivity, we see a second channel from this same creator where she is going to inspire and motivate with bite-sized content more than anything else. And we'll look forward to some new content coming from Be Amazing Sylvia on this second channel soon. Some of the shorts are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. Oh, I'm going to spin just for fun. I chopped up the name there. There's Wolf Spirit Productions. We're going to go over to their channel right now. They've been, as long as the chat's running, everybody will be happy, but they'll likely be in and out, but that's okay. From the other side of the fence, let me get your channel up on the screen. From the other side of the fence is bringing us barrel racing more than anything else. Now, this creator started this channel to do some video editing. You'll find the stories to be told in the videos are accompanied by both video footage and photos, and they mix these up together. And then the idea is the perspective of the father of a teenage barrel racer. And I went and looked up what barrel racing actually is. I recognize it from the Yellowstone TV show, but I wanted to know exactly what is supposed to be seen from this. And then after the explanation, I kind of get an idea. When you see these videos, you see the daughter here actually competing, and it's really cool. There's stories of awards that have been won, but then as well, you get a chance to see them actually race, which is cool. 167 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about right now. They've got 167 right now. And then, yeah, the wheel spins with only one channel. I just made a little mistake there and chopped up the name in half by accident just by hitting the enter key. So thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to. We have been here for 3 hours, so we're going to run over and see Wolf Spirit Productions right now. They are taking us for a ride-along live stream. Their signal might be in and out, but that's okay. The live stream always stays up. I believe they use StreamYard always. StreamYard is the best one I've seen for keeping things connected for a long period of time. And then we're expecting to be back on Thursday. That live stream's already posted. Hopefully you have the notification bell on, but you can check that out and plan if you need to. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. Please don't forget a thumbs up on the way out. Gives Wolf Spirit Productions a thumbs up on the way in, and she will allow you to meet more friends and family members during that live chat, exactly the same way that we do here. Thanks, everyone. Thanks to Scratch and Pete PA and our moderators as well. And we'll see everybody again in a few minutes with Wolf Spirit Productions. Bye, everyone.